So these potatoes are cut nice and small. We're going to fry them. Beautiful fried potatoes with an abundance of fantastic spicy flavors. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. So we're going to go straight in on this one today. In there I've got some oil. I've got about 4 tablespoons of oil. I'm using a sunflower oil, but you could use a different oil if you want. Now look, we've got here some potatoes. I've got 3 cups of potatoes here, cut really nice and small. But first, 2 teaspoons of cumin and 5 green cardamoms. Just a few seconds. Then the potato. Salt, black pepper, and we're on an above medium heat, quite a high heat. We're going to throw these around and keep them moving for about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, that's about 4 or so minutes. Nice high heat there, just crisping up and cooking nicely. Right, we're going to add some more spices now. Look, I've got a teaspoon here of black mustard seeds and a teaspoon of fennel seeds. In that goes. I've also got fresh chili. The amount's entirely up to you. And then I've got here fresh curry leaves. You can get these, they're wonderful. About a tablespoon there or so. To that, we're going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. One more thing, 1 cup onion cut really small. Keep it high, keep it going, another 4 minutes. Off goes the heat. That is absolutely wonderful. About a cup here, cilantro or coriander chopped, whatever you call that. Give that a mix, job done, get that on a plate, delicious. Steaming hot, ready to eat. So this is creamy but spicy sweet potato curry. Vegetarian and vegan, delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so in there I've got coconut oil and I'm going to add cumin seeds and fresh red chili. To that I'm going to add fresh curry leaves, and 1 cup onion. We're going to go for 4 minutes. Beautiful. Next up, 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste. I'm also now going to add some salt and fresh chili. The amount is up to you. 2 more minutes. Fantastic. Next up, we're going to add our sweet potatoes. In they go. Now, as you can see, I've cut them into rounds and I've kept the skin on. What I've done is I've just scrubbed them, you know, give them a nice clean, and then we can keep the skin on there. Right, we're gonna go now for 4 or 5 more minutes. We're on a high heat, keep it moving. Fabulous. Next up, let's get our powders in. Let's take a look. We've got a teaspoon each of turmeric, chili, cumin, and coriander. In it goes. 1 little mix. Fabulous. And here I've got a pint of coconut milk. We're now going to get this on a low heat, not a simmer, but above a simmer. And we're going to go for about 6 minutes or until your sweet potatoes are nice and tender. Okay, off goes the heat. You can see that that's reduced down and deepened in color. That is really, really beautiful. Job done. Hello, how you doing? Look, I'm English, so I love potatoes. Anyone who knows me knows I love Indian food. So this is my favorite way of cooking spicy Indian potatoes. It really is delicious. It's vegetarian, it's vegan, it's Indian, it's spicy, it's quick, it's easy, it's fabulous. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. So we're gonna go straight in on this one today. I've got my pan there, and in there I've got about 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm using a sunflower oil. You could use a different oil if you want, no problem. We've got 2 teaspoons of black mustard seeds and 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds, and we're gonna drop them in. The heat is on, I've just put that on. Just wanna let them do their thing in there for 10 to 20 seconds. They'll infuse the oil and give it a lovely flavor. And then next up, we're gonna be adding our potatoes. You can see here that I've got my potatoes. These are cooked. Let's just get them all in. So I peeled these potatoes, cut them into small pieces, and I boiled them with a little bit of salt. So there's about 5 or 6 cups in total there. What we're gonna do is we're on an above medium heat. We're gonna cook these for about 5 minutes or so, get a bit of color on them. So we're starting just to get a bit of color on there, as you can see. And you can do this with uncooked potatoes, but we kind of want the mashiness here. Well, I do anyway. Next up, we're gonna add 2 cups of onion. We're gonna get some fresh chili in now. Now you can see my fresh chili there. That's the amount I'm using, which is quite a lot for this. You can reduce that down if you want. And I'm putting them in just kind of whole like that. I just cut the nibs off. You can chop it if you want. We're now gonna add salt. And black pepper, and quite a lot of black pepper. I'm going to sort of go double the amount of salt. And we're going to go for another sort of 4 to 5 minutes frying this around, adding more and more colour as we're adding flavour to these potatoes. Beautiful, mashing down and catching colour. What we're going to do now is we're going to add ginger garlic paste. That's a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger. There's about a tablespoon, might actually be a bit more actually. Let's look at some powders. We've got 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 2 chili, 1 cumin, 1 coriander. Now keep stirring all the time now for 3 minutes. We're nearly there. This is beautiful. Super fab. Off goes the heat. We've done it apart from one thing. I'm going to hit this with a nice lot of cilantro or coriander, whatever you call that, and give that a mix in. And this is, this is my favorite potato of all time. Delicious. And that's it. I really, really do love that. It's my favorite way to cook potatoes. Now, I don't eat that with rice or anything. I eat that with like roti, paratha, some sort of bread, you know. So we've got some lovely potatoes under there, fried potatoes. I've actually done mine in the air fryer, got beautiful spices on them, and then we're gonna top it. That's delicious. Okay, so potatoes, you can see I've cut them into sort of them size pieces, peeled, in some cold water. Gonna drop in a little bit of salt. We're gonna put the heat on, and I'm gonna bring that to the boil, and once it reaches boiling point, I'm gonna let it go just for 3 minutes. We're just gonna kind of parboil them, give them a head start. Okay, so drained the potatoes off. Like I say, they're still fairly firm. Just give them a little bit of a head start. You can see I've got a glove on because we're going to go in there and mix this up. Teaspoon salt and pepper. Teaspoon masala chaat powder. Teaspoon turmeric, chili, cumin and coriander. 2 tablespoons flour. I'm using a wheat flour. You can use any flour that you want actually. You can use a cornstarch or potato flour, something like that. We're going to give these a nice little mix. So they've got a nice kind of coating on them now. Now you can play around with the spices. If you don't have chaat masala or something, you could add something else. It's just entirely up to you what you want to put in. Okay, I'm going to air fry these. So they're going to go in my air fryer with 2 tablespoons of oil, 180, 15 minutes. If you want, you can fry them in, shallow or deep oil on the stovetop. So 180, 15 minutes, halfway through, I'm going to give them a bit of a shake up. Okay, so our potatoes are done. They're delicious. You can eat them just like that, but we're going to really jazz this up right now. Tamarind paste. Fresh green chili, as much or as little as you like. Mint chutney. Or green chutney, which is good as well, which is mint, coriander and chili. This is just mint. Onion. Tomato. Plain yogurt or dahi. More tamarind paste. More onion. And more tomato. Grated cheese. Sev. You can choose any type of sev that you want. Chaat masala powder. Chili flakes. Cilantro or coriander. Pomegranate. Job done. There you got some lovely spicy potatoes. Very spicy, in fact. Delicious.